I want to talk today about how to stick to your diet. Now, the cliff notes for what I'm going to say in this video are basically you need to make it as easy and convenient as possible to stay on your diet, and you need to make it as hard as possible to find an excuse to cheat. Now, first of all, when you're choosing your diet, make sure it's something you can live with, okay? You know, obviously, if you're lactose intolerant, no matter what kind of results you're gonna get from the gallon of milk a day diet, all it's gonna do is get you sick and fucking miserable, okay? If you don't like eating vegetables, don't go on a vegetarian diet. If you don't like eating meat, don't go on the steak and eggs diet. It has to be food that you halfway somewhat enjoy eating, okay? Another thing to think about is how regimented it is, okay? I have massive OCD, okay? I have no problem setting my clock to go off, my iPhone to go off every 3 hours, 20 minutes before a meal, so I have plenty of time to prepare it and to eat it, okay? I have no problems with eating the same food at the same time every single day because it works into, like, you know, my mental issues or whatever, okay? I can live with that. My girlfriend, with whom I just moved in, and who loves to cook and who loves to eat, would hate eating the same food every day, okay? And another thing is, in terms of how rigid and what kind of time constraints there are on the diet, you know, she worked out, she did gymnastics when she was a kid, she was a cheerleader in high school, but she hasn't really worked out or dieted very regimentedly for like years, okay? So to go 0 to 100 and be like, starting tomorrow you're gonna eat this, this, and this, nothing else, just that, and bra, and every 3 hours and stuff, it would be impossible to expect her to stay with that consistently, okay? So, like I said, don't go with a very regimented diet if you're not going to enjoy eating like that. So that's the reason why we went on the steak and eggs diet, okay? You need to eat very, very low carbs, very high protein, high fat. As long as it fits those requirements, you could eat as much as you want, whenever you feel hungry. You know, have fun, enjoy, make up your own recipes. As a matter of fact, a lot of the recipes that are putting out on this video channel are ones that she came up with, okay? So this is something she can live with. It's food she enjoys eating. It's enough food so she's not starving. Plus, she can go ahead and have fun and experiment in the kitchen, okay, without cheating on her diet. So we made it as easy as possible for her to stay on this diet and as hard as possible to find an excuse to go off and cheat on the diet. Another thing you need to think about is how expensive the diet's going to be. Okay, when I was on the anaerobics diet, okay, I was eating, you know, chicken, almonds, non-fat, unflavored Greek yogurt, you know, kale. I was taking creatine, glutamine, dextrose, whey protein, casein protein, you know, all kinds of different supplements, all kinds of different foods, measuring everything out. So not only was it regimented in terms of what I could eat, what I couldn't eat, eating the same things, you know, eating it every few hours, but it was also kind of expensive. These days on this diet, we go to, like, you know, Sam's, BJ's, whatever, grab like a 10-pound container of beef. We grab, you know, a whole bunch of eggs, some chicken breasts, and that's it. We're basically set for the whole week. So it's a really cheap diet too, okay? You know, a lot of people out there, they come up with like these high hopes and they're like, this is the best diet on the face of the earth. And they realize they can't afford it after a few days, okay? Which gives them, like I said, in the back of their heads, it gives them an excuse to cheat on their diet, and that's why they're not consistent, and that's why they don't get results. So if money is an issue, figure out how much you're gonna need to stay on this diet, okay? And act accordingly to make sure that either the diet works by cutting in other areas where you spend, or by just finding yourself a cheaper diet.